We are super excited. We're so excited about our next guest. None other than, you know him, Star Trek actor and now real space traveler, William Shatner. This Hollywood legend was part of a 4-member crew that blasted to the edge of space yesterday on a rocket from Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin. At 90, he's the oldest person to go to space. And I was so touched yesterday. I know we all were. He got very emotional when he talked about the experience after landing back on Earth. Take a listen.
What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary, extraordinary. I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can.
William Shatner joins us now. Good morning to you and congratulations and bravo to you, William Shatner. I have to tell you, it was magical, honestly. It was magical watching you. We were all sitting here at the table watching you in real time. And your description of what you experienced and how you were feeling, it choked a lot of people up. And I'm wondering, I know you said yesterday you're still processing all of it, but what made you so emotional specifically?
It's almost inchoate to describe, to specifically tell you exactly what it was. It was so generalized. And the reason I felt that was because before going, I had thought, you know what, how will I describe what I see? And I had prepared plans, like a word that maybe somebody else hadn't used. I've got an album out there called Bill right now with a song in it, So Far From the Moon, another occasion. So I was thinking, how could I describe it? And what happened was, I'm looking out the window, and there it turns out that nobody told me about it. I mean, the limitations. There's about a 50-mile skin that the Earth has of air. And the air reflects the light and it turns blue. So we see a blue sky. We grow up and live and die, blue sky. Right. The spaceship, and I like to call it that, punched through that at 2,500 miles an hour, 50 miles, 2,500 miles an hour. So within a count of 2 or 3, it goes from blue, bang, and suddenly it's black. And you see this black, and that's space and eternity and the mystery of the cosmos. But it's black, and it's death, and just down there is the blue. You're on top of the blue looking down on the Earth. And you get these cliches, it's so fragile, it's all of that. But this little blue covering, and what is there is lurking, and what is there is nourishing. It was dramatized again, the very cliches we hear again and again. Yeah. We're so fragile. We hang by a string. We hang by the pollution we're doing. We're in the beginning of a terrible thing is going to happen to the world unless we do something immediately
about it. But William, you know what? You know, yesterday you had told us, or before you went, you said you were nervous and you were afraid. And I was wondering what you were thinking when you were going up, because they had a couple of delays. What were you thinking at that moment? Were you ever, once you were on board, were you still afraid and a little nervous?
My God. Oh, are you kidding? You're lying back there, and you know that there's all this explosive material, and we know it's safe. They've made this, Blue Origin has made it safe. I want to emphasize that. So it's safe. But it's one thing to say it's safe, and it's another thinking, oh, I remember O-rings and I remember explosions.
Yes.
You know, so you can be told it's safe, but the dread is there. And as an actor, I've had to deny emotions, be in front of a camera, and something terrible has happened in my personal life. I can't show that. Right. So I developed a system of denial. And I had been denying how nervous I was until I'm lying down on the seat and things are fulminating beneath me. And I'm thinking, hey, wait a minute, I'm frightened. And then when all those things that they described would happen, but they don't tell you, they don't know Because who's been in G forces of 5 and 6G forces? Who's been in weightlessness? How do you describe weightlessness?
Yeah.
Being in it is totally different from any description you can have. You're floating, but you're floating. Your gut is floating. Your head is floating. Outside is you're immersed in things that are indescribable, and because people, the 600 people who've been there say, "Oh yeah, it's dark," and I'm telling you it's dark. I'm telling you it's dark.
Hey, Bill.
Okay? And that's
We
light.
believe
That's
you.
nerd.
We believe you.
I was so moved, and what I wanted when I said I want to hold on to it, it's like a truth that suddenly comes to you, and you don't want to dissipate it. You don't want to lose it. You want to hold it for the rest of your life, tuck it somewhere. But there is something coming our way, folks, that we've got to avoid, and the only way to avoid it is to look at it. We need to clean our planet up now, or our grandchildren are going to be in terrible shape.
Well, Bill, William, if everybody or a good portion of us were able to have the experience that you are describing this morning, if it were more widespread, how do you think the world might be a different place?
Well, because it's so easy. What's coming our way, we all know this. What's coming our way is horrific. So it's easier to bury your head in the sand. Well, I'm not going to think about it. You have to think about it. And it's terrible to think about. It's terrible that they're building 20-foot walls in Miami in front of people's homes who spend millions of dollars for the view of the ocean. And they're erecting a 20-foot wall because the seas are rising. Half of Florida is going to be underwater. Do you realize half of Florida is going to be underwater in our children's lifetime?
Wow.
I mean,
William,
it's crazy.
I have to ask you this because I feel like you have a more profound answer to this question after what you have experienced.
I wish so. I would like to.
What is the meaning of life and death? Because I feel like you've seen both yesterday.
Life is to be a participant in this incredibly beautiful planet of ours. I was in Texas with the mountains and the clouds and the animals that live there, and it's beautiful, beautiful. That's life. Space with all its mystery and things to find, and the giant forces at work, and the expanding universe when it should be contracting, and everything is so mysterious but it's unknown. It's known here. This is beautiful. That's far and full of fire and fury, and we don't know what it is. We know what it is right here.
You came back safely. We're so glad to see you.
Worldly concerns
you.
are pressing upon us now, though. We have to say goodbye, William. Thank you very much. I can think of a few politicians who may enjoy the view you're describing, might change their outlook on things.